All right, it is officially day number 5 of the bulk, and I gotta say, I have already fucking like the weight is already blown the fuck up. So, as soon as I stopped dieting, I jumped straight up to like the average has probably been 6,000 calories the last 5 days, which it's a bit exorbitant. You don't need that much this early on, but I was just kind of excited. So this morning we woke up at 242. So that's not really 12 pounds. That weight isn't real per se. It's just like all my muscles filling up with glycogen and extra water being thrown about. And also, when you're bulking and you're actually eating a lot of food, you're just going to have, more food in your stomach. So that also accounts for probably a little bit of the weight. But yeah, I can definitely tell. I just hit legs last night. The pump was insane compared to when I was like flatter and depleted. So today, got some chest. Probably going to start off with some dumbbell bench, or some dumbbell incline rather. Then some barbell incline. Move on to a machine. Maybe go back. Do some supersets between pressing with flies. Pretty much just whatever. Get a crazy pump. So when I say, or when I tell you to bulk, right, what does that mean? What do I mean by that? So pretty much, if you're not aware of like terms like your maintenance calories and whatever, then you're gonna have to go online and look up like a calorie. You may as well just search maintenance calorie calculator, and you can plug in your weight, your height, your estimated body fat, stuff like that, how much you lift, like your activity level, and it'll tell you like a rough estimate of how much food you need to eat every day to stay the same weight, right? So of course, if you want to get past that, if you want to actually start gaining weight, then you're going to have to eat a substantial amount more than that maintenance calorie amount is. I'd say at least 1,000 calories above would be a good number to start at. Pretty much the start of every chest day, I just warm up the triceps a little bit. Not like crazy heavy, but you're going to be weaker on your pressing movements if you don't. So you may as well. Cables are probably the best way to warm up. Just get your shoulder moving, get a little bit of exposure to some tension. Might not be as important, but I'll still do some rear delt activation too. Just I don't know, helps my shoulders feel a little better. Not that they're hurt right now, but whatever works for you. Especially on an incline, I like to warm up the front delts a bit too, because even though they're not being worked directly, they still get a pretty good amount of tension.
5 feel. That's light enough. Pretty much after I finish getting warmed up with this, we'll be able to just keep going with all the other different exercises. No need for any other warm-up sets. Huh. Feel like the 130s. Actually, let's drop this incline a little. There you go. All right, 130s are all right. So, I've never actually benched more than the 150s. And unfortunately, that's the heaviest dumbbells there are here. So it'll have to do. Yeah, it's a little heavy. All right, let's move on to barbell. So, we already just did 150s. We don't need to warm up. Right? You're already exposed to that much weight. May as well just get straight to it. I'll pretty much end up doing the free weights first before I move on to machines and cables. Just out of habit. Those are the easiest to go really heavy on. So, starting position of this machine's a little low for me, like it's too deep. So you can set the weight and then put one of these clips or something that's a spacer so you can start a little higher up. Yeah. Machine stacks. They're so much easier to do drop sets on. Good idea to have a seat. Get your breath. With these, it's not as important about the weight. Like, you want to go kind of heavy, but it's really just about getting like a crazy squeeze. Because at this point, we already did the heavy stuff. I'm just trying to get some more activation, blood flow, that sort of thing. May as well throw in a little drop set. So one thing I'll do sometimes is, like, throughout chest, I'll start with the heavy compounds, move on to some machines or some flies, but then I'll go back and do like lighter barbell bench, because it's just kind of a different feeling. It's easier to squeeze it when you're doing a lighter weight and it's just like you're already pre-exhausted. Just always try new shit. These are kind of a weird movement, but if you can feel it, then it's a good drop set. That's really just about, you know, how well you can flex your pec. Like if you can't just like sit here and flex them, like pop your pecs, if you don't have the mind muscle connection, it'll make that movement kind of weird. Like you might not actually be able to contract your chest. But if you can, you know, throw in a light set after you do some kind of pressing. The squeeze is crazy. Dumbbells, barbell, machine, flies, cable press, bench again. 2 more sets. There we go. Jesus Christ. I already feel it's fucked up. Alright, well that's filthy enough. Might as well see the whole thing. That's about right for, you know, about 10 pounds of carbs and water.
Figure out some way so that this thing doesn't fall over when I'm driving. But chest has been obliterated. Didn't take any prisoners this time. I felt like my skin was gonna rip off. Either way, time to go eat something. It's pretty crucial. Post-workout, you get something to eat. Doesn't really matter what, but, well, actually it does matter what. It matters a lot. You're gonna want some kind of quick digesting carb as soon as possible. Some sort of ideally, if you're really into your performance, you're gonna want to drink a post-workout shake that's got a little bit of, maybe a scoop of protein, and then 50 grams of dextrose. Right? You look into it. Dextrose. It's just a single molecule of sugar. So it's just like your glycogen that's in your muscles, right? So as soon as you take in 50 grams of that, it's going to spike your insulin. And then all of that sugar is just gonna go right into your muscles. You're gonna start recovering just like that. So ideally, that's what you would do. So as soon as I finished lifting, I went into my gym bag and just pulled one of those out. And just as soon as you're done working out, slam it. If you really want a pro tip. If any of you guys are in college and you're going out like every night, or not every night, but like every weekend, Friday and Saturday, you just go out and drink. Not very effective for gains, I'll tell you that much. You're just kind of kicking yourself in the foot. So for one thing, proven detriment to your gains, like reduction in hypertrophy. And then it's just, you're not going to get good sleep. You're going to be hungover the next day. If you're about performance and you actually want to get some serious results, you got to cut back. I'm not saying be an asocial guy, but the less time you spend doing erroneous activity, the better. The more time you have to focus on your meals, especially when you're bulking. So morning cardio, I've been getting a lot of questions about that. What do I do? When do I do it? So the best case scenario is you do it in the morning, right when you wake up. You can eat something before, or you can do it fasted. It doesn't really matter, just because you're going to burn the same amount of calories anyway. But if you do it in the morning, then for one thing, it'll be out of the way. It won't hinder your lift later in the day, because you'll have, the whole day to, recover and get some meals in first. Not that you should really need to recover from the cardio. It should be relatively low intensity, but just 30 minutes in the morning, get a little sweaty. That's it. That's all you do. You don't have to, it's not running or anything. I can't fucking run. I wouldn't even want to know how long it would take me or how fucked up I would be if I ran a mile. Just a lot of impact on my knees, whatever. Fuck that shit. So I like the seated bike. You just sit down, you pedal 30 minutes, you get to fuck around on your phone. It's perfect. That's all you need.